There we go. I'll do it again, just easy. Alright. Hopefully the microphone is working. If it's not, I mean, at least we got nice music. Hold on. There's one more thing I must do. I forgot to send out the tweet that tells everybody it's starting. Not that anybody's on the Twitter anyway. Hello. How you doing? All right. Yeah. All right. Oh, sorry. Forgot Twitter was a thing for a minute there. I'm also wearing gloves, so we're gonna see how well this works. No, don't continue. Just continue. There we go. I'm being screamed at already.
Honestly, I wasn't expecting anything good, but this...
Ooh, just like a horror movie.
I was thinking the
This place is
same.
actually kind of creepy.
Appearances can be deceiving.
Let's hope so.
Hello, Fang. Screams to you too, Lucky. I'm doing okay. This guy, I'm doing better than this fucker.
This guy seems strangely familiar to me.
You don't say. You've been treated here, too. That would explain a lot.
Oh, don't be stupid. I'm serious. Take a closer look.
No.
Well,
I didn't do shit.
No,
You
it
can't prove
can't
anything.
be. Are you telling me it's him? M.B. Davis himself?
I'm sure of it, pal. It seems the gossip was true. The eternal king of jazz in a madhouse.
No, we didn't see that in this playthrough
No. Poor
because we've been
devil.
kind of skipping over all the extra shit. But he loves this guy. Like, this is the closest thing to a rock star that we see in this game. That's fucking... God, this place is creepy as shit. Alright.
We should check in first.
Do you want to? I mean, can she even see us? Her head's in the ceiling.
Ah, like an angel from heaven, isn't she?
You are
Yeah, half of her's
such
still
a
up
fucking...
there, I think.
That's rude.
Oh, boo-hoo.
Marty is such a manho. Like, seriously.
What do you think? Can she hear us up there?
Sonny, stop being so heightist. It's a different world nowadays, you know?
Yeah, okay. Cry me a river.
I'm forever amazed by what an asshole you are.
Greetings, miss.
Is it really you?
Well, yes.
Yes, it really is you. The chicken police.
I'm afraid so.
Of all that's furry and plumy, that's fantastic. Oh my goodness.
Miss, we'd like to ask...
Please, don't be scared. I'm just really excited. You know,
Isn't
I
that like the
read every
biggest
book
red
about
flag you
adventure
can get from someone who is
adventures, and
supposedly
my
a fan of
grandfather
yours? Don't be
used to read
scared.
when I was a little girl.
Indeed.
You can't imagine what an honor
Don't be
it is
scared.
to meet you in person.
I'm just a fan. Don't be
really-
scared.
Oh God, oh God, oh God. Take a deep breath, Miranda. Take a deep breath.
She just gotta pass the fuck out.
Are you okay, miss?
Yes, I am. I just needed some air. So, dear detectives, Santino and Martin, what can I do for you?
Well, miss, we have
You
some
know what?
questions,
She
if you
sounds
don't
like the
mind.
splicers from
I'd
Bioshock.
love to answer all of your questions, detectives.
Like that first one you see in Bioshock 1 that's next to that baby carriage has a gun in it. She sounds just like her. Also, I will ruin this character for you forever. Look at the base of her neck, the first spot right above the buttons on her shirt. There's a wrinkle there. If you look at that, it looks like a pair of lips. And since you can't see her head, it looks like that's talking.
Sorry, but
Look at it.
I still can't believe
look
it's
like
really
lips.
you.
Neither can we.
You can't imagine
It's just
how
a talking neck.
wonderful it is that I can help you in one of your cases. Does this mean it will become a new
Yeah,
book?
she's cute though.
And maybe I will be in it?
Miss, those books aren't really...
I'm gonna be in a book.
Don't even tell me. No. I don't want to know. Let it be a surprise instead.
No, I didn't mean...
Leave it to me, Sonny. I'm good at this.
Are you?
Thank you, miss. Your words are very flattering, and we are honored.
No, I thank you. I'll never forget this day.
We won't either, that's for sure.
We're happy to bring you joy, miss. Anytime.
Marty would so fuck that giraffe. What the? No. Yeah. Insane asylum. Yeah, it's the big question, isn't it?
Say, miss, what can you tell us about this place?
Our institution was standing even before the Great Meat War, and during the war, it was transformed into a military hospital. Since then, we're relentlessly working on treating injured minds under the leadership of Dr. Quetzal, the famous specialist.
Yeah, could this place get more haunted?
Pretty empty. Do many people work here?
We have 32 residents and 7 nurses, including me. We also have a 3-person maintenance and cleaning staff, and, of course, the heart and soul of our institution, Dr. Quetzal himself.
I see. Now, this Dr. Quetzal, is he the director here?
Exactly. Director, scientist, researcher, patron, and doctor. And even a friend.
The neck's talking to me, man. And he has the cutest fucking little sketch. Like, look at this. Oh, that's the wrong one. Here we go. Look at that. Look how cute his little drawing is. He's adorable. I think it's the cutest, like, sketch of all of the characters. Not the cutest character, just the cutest sketch of them. Anyway, back to the questions.
Hey, miss.
Our institution was standing even before...
Yeah. But yeah, an insane asylum that was standing before a great war turned into a military hospital. I'm sure plenty of people died here. And it's all run down and creepy looking. Could this place, like, get any more haunted house?
So who is this Dr. Quetzal exactly?
He's a
So you're gonna tell me it was, like,
researcher of
some
the mind,
private
Mr.
school at some
Sutherland.
point, too.
He published countless books in the fields of psychology and psychotherapy.
Psycho what?
Belonged to some rich
Unraveling the
person that
mind.
murdered all his servants
It's
and
the
ate them or
most
some shit.
crucial mission of the century, Mr. McChicken.
Ooh.
That's really good to know.
So this doctor's some celebrity, right? Does he usually meet other important persons?
I'm not sure I know what you mean.
Well, like Mr. Hobart Wessler, for example.
Ah, yes. That's something you should ask the doctor himself, but unfortunately, I don't think he has time right now.
He's swamped, is he?
Exactly, Mr. Featherland. He is very, very, very busy.
I feel like that's a
all the
reptile
time.
joke.
I thought so.
I do really love that like she's so tall we never see her face. It just doesn't happen.
What can you say about this, miss? Have you seen anything like it?
Of course.
A hand in a coat?
Our
Yeah, I've seen that
residents
lots of
wear these
times.
for identification. But how did you come by it? They only wear them inside the institution.
Huh. I see.
The wristband does belong to one of our residents, but I'm afraid I'm not allowed to tell you more due to regulations.
Oh,
Oh, come on, Miranda. It's us, the chicken police.
I'm sorry.
really trying to throw that
can't.
celebrity status
Miranda, this case is a matter of life and death.
and immediately going with
Lives
the guilt
are in
card.
your hands.
All right.
Marty is kind of good at this.
All right. I'll do it.
Oh.
Albert Wessler. The patient's name is Albert Thaddeus Wessler.
Figures. Just as we thought.
Thank you, Miranda.
Anyone else here
We'll
just
never
hear
forget this.
distant
Please,
giggling
don't
in the
make me
background
blush.
sound?
And don't tell anyone you heard it from me.
Oh, we won't. I promise.
I want to check something. I never checked this in the last game, but what is her picture in this? Yeah, even in this, you don't get to see her face. It's just a neck. All right. Back to the questions.
Say, miss,
Our inst.
I don't know why that clicked
so
on. There
when
we
can
go.
we talk to Mr. Wessler?
I need to ask Dr. Quetzal. Please wait here.
Thank you.
I feel like she should know that he's... Yeah, she's gone. Yeah, Crazy Beaver?
It doesn't matter how big a star you once were. Ending up lonely and crazy in a rotting insane asylum in the middle of nowhere is like the universe restoring its balance.
That was very poetic of you, Marty. Almost deep. Careful you don't drown.
Cluck you.
What kind of concerns me is he's out here by himself. Like, look at his fucking face. Look at that crazy old bastard. Does he not seem like a patient that you should have someone accompanying at all times? With his little blanket and God knows what's in that bag. Look at his eye. Yeah. Oh God, he's looking at us.
Even if you manage to escape, there's nothing but hills and forests for 100 miles.
Imagine how many poor lunatic ghosts must haunt those woods.
Oh yeah, just
Ooh,
make it worse. Why don't
You're
you?
creeping me out.
Insane ghosts in the woods, Marty.
Sonny, it's not funny.
It's a little funny.
Insane.
Son,
No. Now, this strikes me almost as like super creepy too. Also, is that a duck? Or is that supposed to be the snake doctor?
This picture.
Oh, she's back.
well, it must have been made by one of the patients, so it's understandable.
It's the handiwork of our director. He's not only a scientist, but he's a great painter, too.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's lovely to have a hobby, right?
That's right, Marty.
A great painter.
Art heals, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly, officers.
Art heals.
Okay, she's still not here.
Dr. Quetzal
Oh.
will see you.
But got
He's
caught.
waiting for you in his office. Up the stairs, all the way down the hall, until the last door.
What a surprise. It's enough to mention Wessler's name and all the doors are open.
Suspicious, isn't
I
it?
want to get mixed up in this, but do you think Albert is in danger?
Do you think Albert is still here?
What do you mean?
We haven't heard from him since he disappeared.
Yeah,
And we're
gonna
really,
say.
really worried.
I see.
Didn't he just
We
fucking
don't know
vanish?
yet, miss, but let's hope for the best.
Great wild ones protect him.
Yeah, that.
Where is he?
No
Who?
idea, Marty.
The smell of all that's furry.
The hell are you
I'll
talking
never
about?
get used to it.
He's at the desk.
Reptiles have a disgusting body odor, Marty.
He's sitting right there. He could probably hear you.
Exactly the same about us.
Stop talking shit about the doctor.
Exactly.
Yes.
Great wild ones. You scared
Yeah,
the
see, he's
hell
not
out of
nearly
me.
as cute as his
I
drawing.
already sensed your arrival from afar. You know, snakes have a different sense of smell. And birds used to be our prey once upon a time.
Just go out of your way to be fucking creepy, whatever.
Luckily, we're living in civilized times.
Lucky. Please take a seat. How can I help you, gentlemen?
Yeah, he's not nearly as cute as his drawing. And I really wish they might have made him a Naga. You know, like full on snake tail in the back rather than legs. Now, he's a pretty memorable character as this, but imagine how
Your
much more
office
memorable he'd be
is,
if he didn't have
rather
legs.
Puritan. Simple, I mean.
Ain't that the truth?
Well, yes. I can't let my mind wander from my work. I only keep what's essential in my office.
I see. That makes sense. Is this cell like the others?
I would rather call it a room. But yes, it's like all the others, except there are even bigger ones than this.
I think as soon as you go be putting bars on the
Why do
windows,
you
it
have
becomes a
bars
cell.
on
Yeah.
your windows?
Because it's a room like all the others, and I'm just an animal too, like all our residents.
With the significant difference of you being a doctor and not a patient. Am I right?
It's not as big of a difference as you'd think.
Right.
So escaping is impossible.
If I'd want to escape, I have the privilege of using the door.
Yeah, this guy's super creepy.
So
Your age, what do you think? What do you look like?
I can't help it, but they make my feathers stand on end.
You think it's the gentle swaying?
To be honest, gentlemen, your visit is anything but a surprise. I could even say I was expecting it.
What an introduction.
Please forgive me. I have the bad habit of immediately getting into the middle of things. How very rude of me. My name is Dr. Sessuous Quetzalcoatl, but most call me Dr. Quetzal to keep it simple.
Well, everybody loves the S's as much as you do,
This
boy.
is my partner, Martin McChicken, from
From the Predatory Division of the Clawville Police Department. Your fame is one step ahead of you.
Yeah, usually is.
we're used to it.
Yeah.
Certainly.
We have some questions about one of your patients, if you don't mind. We'd like to talk to him, if that's possible.
Why are you checking your watch?
Be specific, detective.
Look, Doctor, we're too tired to play cat and mouse. Not that snake and chicken sounds any better.
Very funny, I must say. Just what I expected from you two detectives.
We know you know it's about Albert Wessler, Ibn Wessler's secret twin. Ever since we've said his name, all the doors have miraculously opened. That's what we call a bullseye.
Well, yes. Why should I deny it? We're talking about a rather illustrious patient here, who's also a very particular medical case.
I wonder how bulls feel about the
That's
saying
much more
bullseye.
interesting. So, are you willing to talk about him?
Because Albert, regrettably, has disappeared, and you are police detectives, I have no reason not to talk to you. Of course, I'm at your service, but you must understand, I can't disclose information about my patients.
Not even if it's a matter of life and death?
Everything's a matter of life and death in here, detective. This This is a hospital, even if it's primarily for the mind, not the body.
Still, I'd like to give the impossible a try.
Please, Detective, just do your job, and I'll do mine.
Okay.
How long was Albert a resident of the institution?
For quite some time, his first symptoms surfaced in his teens. Depression, panic attacks, and schizophrenia.
Was he brought here
I
immediately?
feel like they made this guy
after
a
the first
snake
signs that
specifically
something
for
wasn't
that
right?
word.
You know, the biggest problem with an opinion on insanity is that animals are ashamed of it. That's the reason our institution stands out here in the middle of nowhere.
Because animals would rather hide what they're afraid to face.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
As far as I know, the Wessler family wasn't exceptionally wealthy.
Indeed, they were rather poor, but we offer our services gratis.
It might be why this
How
place
do
is
you
so run
sustain
down.
yourselves?
By the grace of the treasury of King Hector III, of course.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
My family and the royal dynasty had always been on good terms, Mr. Santino.
Neat.
I have a hard time bearing their proximity. My blood boils and my heart bangs. It's the primordial fear, they say.
You say so. What the fuck is this? This right here, what is this? Doesn't matter. What the fuck is this thing?
What kind of a place is this exactly? I assume it wasn't built as an insane asylum.
It used to be a mansion. Construction started during the occupation in 622. Then it stood empty for almost a century, until finally it went to the crown of Cloville when Hector's great-grandfather took the throne. The rest is history.
How long have you been working here?
I've worked here for more than 30 years, but it's been in my family's possession for almost 150 years.
So if I count correctly, as soon as it went to the crown, it was seized by your family.
That's almost accurate, Mr. Featherland.
What a lovely inheritance.
Yeah, it could do with a touch-up, to be honest.
Tell me, Doctor, do you know Madame Zavas?
Just like everybody else, I've heard of her, but I never had the pleasure of meeting her in person. I'm sure she's an interesting case.
Oh, you can be sure about that. I'd gladly get you two together if I had the chance. A spare cell would suit her very much.
Is that so?
As it turns out, she likes small, narrow, secret places.
Oh, I see. What a coincidence.
If that's what you want to call it. All right, question time.
Dr. Quetzal's a real mystery. But I can turn that to my advantage. I just need to focus on the strangest pieces of the puzzle.
You look so weird from straight on. Well, that's only one question. Oh, we start off low on this one. Real mystery.
So when did Albert become a resident of your institute?
You think we piss him off, he eats us?
Hobart, or Ibn as you call him, arrived here almost exactly 4 years ago.
Could you describe that day more specifically?
It was not long after New Year's Eve, maybe the first week of the year, if I'm not mistaken. It was sleeting that day. Wind was banging incessantly on the windows. The power was going out for short periods of time.
What was your first impression of them?
I already knew the Wessler name. I knew who they were. Or at least I knew one of them, Hobart Wessler. He was famous. Gangster, moneylender, celebrity, lover.
And Albert?
Lover.
He was new to me, an invisible gray ghost. The family had tried to keep his existence a secret.
Why?
Because they were ashamed of him, of course, Mr. Featherland. That's how it usually is.
What was your first impression of him?
He was silent, but observed everything that surrounded him. His eyes were constantly moving, never stopped for a second.
Was he afraid?
I wouldn't say so. It seemed to me that he wanted to move into our institution voluntarily. It looked as if he couldn't wait to be here, alone, locked up in silence and darkness.
Didn't you think of that as unusual?
Of course I did, but who am I to judge? It was rather special treatment.
Well, we had some serious delay today. What kind of special treatment did Albert get? Tell me, did Ibn Whistler threaten you in any way? It's a real mystery. I could turn that to my advantage. Just need to focus on the strangest pieces of the puzzle. I think it's the top one. What do you guys think? Or do you think I should just run through these? If we're trying to get it right, I think the top one. If we're trying to piss him off to see if he'll eat us, you know, that's up to you. That is up to you. You like his name, do you? And so, hey, Rhythm, how you doing? They all look so damn goofy from the front. Animals just look better from the side, don't they? Especially in suits. Mysterious, addicted to details. Nobody's picking. I'm gonna go for it.
What kind of special treatment did Albert get?
You know, if an institution like ours has to accept a Whistler as a guest, there's bound to be some favoritism.
And complete secrecy, I guess.
Yes, but that's the case for all our patients, Mr. Featherland.
Of course. So in what way did he receive more than the others?
Basically, we don't admit anyone into our institution without a complete and thorough prior assessment. In the case of Albert, we put that aside.
So you didn't even know if he had anything wrong with him?
Initially, no. He was more of a guest than a patient.
Really? This guy has like the perfect creepy dude voice, doesn't he? Just soothing enough to put you on edge. Where is he? Do you think he was a threat to others? How did Albert relate to you? I just see Albert when you first met. Daydreamer.
How did you see Albert when you first met?
Albert was shy and reserved, like a ghost.
Like a ghost.
He almost never touched anything. It was evident he was exceptionally intelligent. He measured and observed everything around him.
What else?
He was delicate and graceful, almost like a woman. Yes, He was rather feminine. He was an artist, Mr. Featherland, a magnificent painter, and rather good writer, too. Sometimes I even heard him sing.
Why did he have to be locked up?
I asked the same thing.
He's
at
batshit
first.
crazy, first off. He was batshit
Are
crazy.
you telling me Albert had multiple personalities?
We found out very quickly that there was no other reason for the cause of his seizures. He had a cold and calculating personality who sometimes, especially on stormy days, took the reins over their shared mind.
He had these seizures from the beginning.
Yes, Mr. Featherland, but they started to intensify after Albert left our institution for the first time.
He did what? Left the institution? More than once?
Oh, yes, Mr. Featherland. Albert left the institution on several occasions until the last time, when he failed to come back.
Quetzal's not only very observant, but he's addicted to details. I must focus on that if I want to get closer to the truth. Focus.
focus on it.
Addicted to details.
You know when I hammer that one in, don't you? Confused? When did you get confused? When and why did Albert leave the institution for the first time? How could you let Albert out of this place? Walk out. Keeping something from me, am I right? Probably. But details.
When and why did
Details.
Albert leave the institution for the first time?
It was about 2 years ago. Mr. Hobart Wessler appeared and demanded we let his brother go free. Naturally, we obliged. We had no idea if we'd ever see him again.
But you did.
He returned the same day. Albert was ecstatic. He was unrestrained. I could almost say happy.
That was unusual for him.
I had never seen him like that before, Mr. Featherland. He just smiled and stared at the empty wall for hours.
Did he ever tell you what happened?
Seems like a
to him
warning sign to
outside?
me.
Of course he did. Albert and I had a good relationship. He was working on a painting for his brother.
Was it a painting of a lovely lady cat?
Oh, exactly. So you already knew about that.
Yes, Dr. Quetzal, I've seen it.
Yes, it's quite. We've seen it. Still in the details. Talked to you about Natasha. Did I tell you how we felt about the painting? On many occasions, continue working on the painting to his relationship with his brother.
So Albert left on many occasions to continue working on the painting.
Exactly, Mr. Featherland. Every time he came back, he was like a different person. But unfortunately, his seizures also multiplied and became more dangerous.
More dangerous.
Albert was hurting himself, and on one occasion he even tried to hurt me. It was unprecedented. It seemed his confined personality was taking over their shared mind entirely, piece by piece.
Do you think the painting
Well,
caused
I'm
it?
sure that was fine.
Not the painting, Mr. Featherland.
But its subject.
Exactly. He was obsessed.
Oh, I just got
Until
cold.
that fateful day when he returned to us for the last time.
What exactly happened that day, Doctor?
It wasn't Hobart who brought his brother back that day, but two of his gorillas. Not literally, I mean. And Albert was in a terrible, terrible state.
What happened to him?
I don't like to talk about that, Mr. Featherland.
It could be vital to the case, Dr. Quetzal. Don't back down.
Oh, you're right. There's no use turning back now. So, Albert's tongue was torn out, or cut off, I don't know exactly, and he was blinded in one eye, or rather, one of his eyes was missing. entirely.
So you're saying Albert was brought back horribly mutilated?
Yes. And they didn't give any explanation as to what had happened. They simply told me it was some kind of accident.
Dr. Quetzal is cold and professional.
How kind of
but he's
accident leads
also
to you
very
losing a tongue?
confused. Maybe it's cruel, but I must exploit his vulnerability if I want to learn everything about Albert. Focus, confused.
Like, what kind of accident could lead to that? Did he stick his tongue in industrial equipment or some shit? Just went up and licked a combine harvester? Two fellows brought it. Could you describe them? I bet we know who it is. Because the whole professional, but he was very confused. Maybe it's cruel, but I must exploit his vulnerability. Didn't believe X had an accident. Maybe it's not easy to talk about, but you examined his wounds thoroughly.
Maybe it's not easy for you to talk about it, but did you examine his wounds thoroughly?
I'm not that kind of doctor, Mr. Featherland, but even I could determine his tongue was either cut out or bitten off, and his eye was gouged out. He also had several broken bones.
Oh dear.
But there's no doubt it wasn't an accident.
I don't believe it was, Mr. Featherland.
I totally agree.
Plus 10. I'm doing good today. Pull yourself together, Doctor. What was Albert's condition as you're in it? Concentrate, Doctor. What do you think happened to Albert?
Concentrate, Doctor. What do you think happened to Albert?
I'm sure it was Hobart. He ordered his men to mutilate poor Albert.
But why would he do that?
Maybe Albert saw something he could accidentally reveal.
The four walls, a couple of crazies, you?
To anyone, Mr. Featherland.
I don't think it's that simple, Doctor. But thank you for your honest opinion.
You're welcome, Detective.
Why did you get so quiet there for a second? Plus 20. Man. Doing good
What
today?
happened then? How did Albert disappear?
A few weeks later, Hobart came to visit Albert.
I think I got every question right.
time. Albert had been in terrible condition by then. We even had to transfer him to another cell, a more safe one.
What did Hobart do
Oh no,
during
the
the
padding on the
visit?
walls.
He didn't do anything. He just sat and watched his brother, who was in an almost vegetative state by then.
Couldn't you manage to draw anything out of him? You or Hobart?
Nothing. For a while, he was trying to signal something. Perhaps he was too afraid. And most likely his fingers had been broken too. So he couldn't even write.
Do you think Hobart could have killed Albert?
It's horrible to say it, but I'm sure of it.
How did he disappear in the end? Did someone come for him?
That's what's most eerie about it all, Mr. Featherland. He simply disappeared. His door, which only I had a key for, was open.
Did anyone see
I don't
anything?
think we ever get an explanation about that.
No one. We interrogated the staff, even the patients. He simply vanished off the face of the wilderness. We don't know what happened to him.
Unfortunately, I have a hunch. Thank you, Doctor. You've been a great help.
I know, but I played the game before.
Glad I could be
That's
of
cheating.
But please, I now must attend to my work.
We understand, Doctor. Thank you.
Thank you. And if this isn't 100%, yeah. So it disappeared. We have a hunch about what could happen to him. Yeah, we've kind of obvious if you've been paying attention in the game so far. Well, kind of.
Is this cell like...
I would rather.
Okay, that wall's exactly like that one.
That's quite shocking information.
I think you understand why we kept it a secret. If it wasn't for Mr. Wessler's demand, we'd never let any of our patients walk freely outside our institution.
Then the accident happened.
Accident? Ha! We didn't believe
accident.
it.
Yeah, sure.
Not for a second. After Albert came back to us, horribly mutilated, he was different.
Different how?
If someone got one of his eyes poked out and his tongue torn out, he'd be different, but not like this. Albert was a different person.
We believe you, Doctor. So, can we take a look at Albert's cell?
I'd rather call it his room. Mr. Wessler lived in exceptional circumstances.
Thanks to the Wessler name, I guess.
Yes. Well, we try to make all of our patients stay as comfortable as possible, but Albert certainly enjoyed special favoritism.
I hope you don't mind if we take a look around in there.
That's not going to bother anyone.
Yeah. All right, here it comes. The wall of mystery.
I've never seen a cell like this before, that's for sure. I wouldn't mind living here myself.
Yeah,
It
no
seems
windows,
that
wall
being
covered in
a Wessler
graffiti.
gets you privileges.
And a healthy dose of danger.
Mostly that, yeah. Let's take a good look around. I'm sure we'll find some answers here. I can almost smell them.
Well, I smell paint, ink, plaster, some kind of oil, aging paper, slight smell of rat, and great expectations.
What the dickens?
Unmistakable. Yeah.
This place is bad for you, pal. But if you've already jump-started your beak holes, then sniff out the solution.
I'm on it, Boss Bird.
What is great expectations? You'd like to live here, huh? One window up there. That's all you got? Uh-huh.
You know, I don't think he had it so bad in here.
You mean apart from being separated from everyone you love in an ancient mansion filled with madmen?
You're right.
As always.
As always. About to turn the
A
window.
small window.
No way.
It does that quite like
Is this
this
some
distant
kind of
scream is why you're
I
just
don't
looking at
think
that.
so. But we could still find something important here. A pattern, a sign, anything.
Yeah, I don't fucking know. Like, what am I supposed to do with this? I could draw on it. Yeah. Oh no, I drew another penis. Oh no, not again. Like, anybody have any hints on this shit? Any ideas? I sat here for a long time during the actual fucking playthrough. Ha ha ha. Eyeballs. Where the fuck this thing is? There's a building? Smoke coming out of it, maybe? It's a cop car. Ooh, the cop car. Big ol' eyeball. Angel? Bird? Can a top hat with an infinity symbol on it? Never seen that. I just... Star David? No? Yeah, this is super weird.
Well, I guess the bed has to find a new owner soon.
Are you really so sure he's not alive anymore?
I never said that. Well, I guess the bed...
Are you really...
Identical twins. And looking at it, they may have easily loved the same woman. 2 men and 1 woman. Nothing good ever comes of that.
Well, I wouldn't say that exactly.
Oh, Marty's into
Of all the
threesomes.
wild ones, Marty, please. Stitch up your beak, okay?
Just use your imagination, old bird.
Marty's a kinky bitch. Did I just hear the Wilhelm scream?
Scribbles, newspaper articles, study
I
papers,
swear I just heard Wilhelm.
poems. Perfect chaos.
Just like the troubled mind of a troubled fella.
Yeah, but there's still a kind of order in it. It's just too intricate for you to comprehend.
If you say so, boss.
I mean, I was distracted by the kinky chicken, but I swear I heard Wilhelm.
Isn't this familiar, Sonny? Just like your office and your desk. Taking a better look around, I can find even more similarities.
Marty,
Unfortunate.
Okay. Shut up, Marty. I know. Isn't this
look at that. A letter.
Really?
Marty,
All right, let's check this letter. Oh, not what I meant to do. An eagle.
identical twins.
Can't flip it over or anything, really? All right. What do you forgive me? Oh, dear. Oh, I should really read this. I know I don't even exist. I don't exist because you don't see me, but I'm not what you think I am. You don't think about me, do you? Never knew. I think of you every day, every minute, always in my dreams. Become one with him, one soul. You know who I am thinking about, right? Can you feel it? Can you feel that I'm there too, with you? Do you feel it, right? Oh, this doesn't sound crazy at all. I can't hold it in myself for long. Forgive me, please. I'm sorry, but I can't help it. The world is crashing down. The whole world is just rotting and rotting. Everything is rotting around me. I have to get out of here to become one with my destiny and one with you. Forgive me.
Albert was madly in love
You don't
with
fucking
Natasha
say.
and would have done anything for her. I'm afraid he did exactly that.
Oh yeah, I'm sure everything's fine there.
Albert was...
I was really kind of hoping we'd get some sort of clue. Why is there a hand in the dumpster? There's a lady crying. Since I'm disappeared.
What do you make of this?
apart from the fact the guy was totally insane?
Absolutely batshit
I don't
crazy.
know. What should I?
That maybe we've been chasing the wrong person all this time, Marty.
Oh no.
What do you mean?
Everything will be revealed soon.
Why do you have...
If I'm right, this'll flip the whole case upside down.
What's that, Sonny? A blurb from some horrible novel?
I just have to think things through before I come to any hasty conclusions, Marty.
I forgot to check for the book here. Did anybody see a book?
So, what now? Where to?
Back to Clawville, where we can finally put all the pieces together.
I hope it doesn't just immediately take me out of this room.
driving
I forgot to check for the book.
Crazy. But all right, let's go home.
All right, let's go, son of a bitch. I want to go back to that room.
Farewell, Miranda, dear. Lovely to meet you.
So,
I hope there wasn't a book
you'll
in there.
remember my name?
Marty McChicken never forgets, ma'am.
Oh,
Furry
Get
gods.
fucking Lewis's name
Let's
right, you
go.
bastard.
Goodbye, miss. It was a pleasure.
Always teasing the
Goodbye,
poor bunny.
gentlemen, and happy investigating.
I'm sure it'll be fun.
If there's anything I can help you with, please just ask.
Thank you, Miranda. You've already helped enough.
How the hell do you think she puts her shirts on? Her neck is longer than she is tall.
We should go to
Already went to reception. I want to go back to his room. You bastards.
Please.
Thank you, miss.
Shit. And if it was there, we missed our chance, I guess.
Oh, I don't believe this. Those two again?
Take them out. My car won't last much longer.
Don't worry,
Can't
Sonny.
believe
I was
their car is still
going to
moving.
do this.
I can't believe the car is still fucking moving. Oop.
Concentrate, Marty, for the God's sake.
Can you drive like you're not a fucking lunatic?
Shut up and shoot, you big feather pillow.
You're done. Shoot it! No. Please stop shooting our car. Oh shit, that was a fucking... Where are they? Oh, there they are.
Are you blind or what? Where did you learn to shoot?
I had a feeling he was gonna start shooting again. Alright. Okay. Oh, stop shooting my car, you bastards. There we go. Whew. Rude.
Well, that was close.
Absolutely
A
rude.
little too close for my taste. And it only strengthens my belief. Wessler is desperate. He knows if we survive, he's done for.
Well, come on, what did you work out? Will you tell me already?
Sure.
Marty, aren't you
Let's
supposed to
put
be a
the picture
detective too?
together, piece by piece.
Aren't you supposed to be a detective
Let's
too?
start from the beginning.
Alright, let's start from the
So-
beginning.
We got a case.
Okay. And for the course, the wristband. No wait, Natasha's secret. Oh, I missed. Get back over there. Oh, it's not one of these things. It's those things up here. Love letter, photo. Magnum? The hell? I don't think we ever used that gun. It can't be the letter. That's it, apparently. Okay. We didn't get that till later. That's not where we started, but whatever. Natasha tried to show us the painting. Natasha tried to keep the painting a secret from us. Find the painting forward. And she tried to paint it.
Natasha tried to show
Yeah.
us the painting.
Did she now?
And that painting would have shown us the way.
Oh yeah, the way to the Sierra. Nope. Of course, Albert Wessler is obviously gone. Nothing to zip to Ibn and Albert Wessler. Takes you to one occasion to the asylum where we find out Ibn killed Albert. Nope. They're really forgiving with this. Oh dear. Really? These all seem plausible. Isn't that all four of them? What the fuck? Okay, well, that is the way to your hideout. Are these moving? Met on more than one occasion.
To Ibn and
Yeah.
Albert Wessler. Albert painted Natasha. so he met her on more than one occasion.
Okay, so I click that. Nope. Of course, the wristband. Maybe. No. Fatal love. Okay.
Which made Albert...
Escape from the asylum, leave a madman in the dark to force fall in love with Natasha, escape from the asylum. Oh, Natasha, on a fateful night, he killed his twin brother so he could take his place. And Secret way to Natasha hurt. His brother took his place and forced Natasha to create the case with the threats.
fall in love with Natasha.
Oh, yeah.
And on a fateful night, he killed his brother so he could take his place in secret and win Natasha's heart.
Yes. Case closed.
So what happens now?
The inevitable, Marty. We're going to the Wessler mansion to confront Ibn with the facts.
You mean Albert, right?
Someone.
Yeah, exactly.
You're gonna go confront someone.
Natasha.
Do you think she knew about it?
Something
you know about it?
stinks, Marty. The whole case seems too intricate.
Too many coincidences, right?
Well, well, after 10 years, you did learn something, didn't you?
9.
You're right.
Huh.
What?
You just laughed, Sonny.
That was creepy, wasn't it?
No, I snorted.
No, you laughed.
Ah, just leave it, Marty.
I'll
I
be
think
telling
snort
this to my
laughing would be more
grandkids.
embarrassing.
All right, pal, that's enough.
Okay. So,
Wait, can you snort with a beak?
Albert fell madly in love with Natasha and decided to have her for himself.
And his best chance was to trade places with Ibn Wessler.
So that's why the torn out tongue.
Yeah, Ibn couldn't squeal even if he wanted to.
What a diabolical plan.
More like insane.
But why the messages then? Why the threats? Albert got what he wanted. He could have got away with it.
I'm not a psychologist, Marty, but remember what the doctor told us. Albert has a seriously injured mind and a split personality. I think his two identities were at war with each other.
So the messages were written by one of his personalities, consumed by jealousy?
Something like that, Marty. But we can only learn the whole truth from him.
You're right. So, are we going or what?
We're going, Marty, to
I like
finally
this twist.
finish
I think this is a
what
good
we
twist.
started.
Well,
I
if
just like this
there's
game as well.
anything you'd like to do before, do it now, boss. You won't have a chance later.
You're right, Marty. It's time to wrap everything up.
Well, I want to go back to that crazy room. I want to go back to that crazy room. Yeah, let's see. The Weekend House, Hop Dog, his newsstand, Bogo's Place. Let's go here just to check.
So,
No, don't eat
you're really...
one more word, and I swear I'm...
Yeah, I'm gonna shut it.
Yeah, it's not here. What's a dark spot? What's this a shadow of?
You don't want to go...
I hope you're just messing with me, Marty.
Of course I'm messing with you. Let's get inside there and see how much the boys have messed up the place.
Uh-oh.
You know, Sonny,
Well, at least I cleaned up the
when
body.
we entered the room and saw the girl,
Deborah.
yeah, her body, I called you every name in the book inside my head. I just had enough, you know? I wanted to quit.
What kept you with me? Was it just curiosity?
No. I just wanted to see your downfall, boss. I wanted to be there when you met your end, get humiliated or even shot.
Wow. Well, thanks for your honesty, Marty.
But then everything changed on the ship.
On the ship? Why there?
I don't know. Being tied up with you, waiting for certain death. I know I lashed out at you, but in truth, I felt there was no place I'd rather be. It was my place on that fucking burning ship with you, even if we both died there. Know what I mean?
I think I do, Marty. I think I do.
So, I guess there's nowhere to go but forward, huh?
Nothing left to do but kill a rat. As the chicken police.
For the last time?
For the last clucking time, partner.
Swear?
I swear.
All right. Let's hit the road.
Okay. I don't know if we're gonna get the secret ending or not. I don't feel like I fucking did anything. I feel like I found any books.
Sonny, I can still get out.
But you won't.
On the beak.
Thanks, pal.
Forget about it. I'd be bored to death otherwise.
Oh, this is the end. We're on our last thing.
You know, pulling the trigger was the toughest decision of my life.
You mean when you shot me?
Yeah.
But it wasn't hard, because you thought you'd kill me.
Not at all, Sonny. I knew you'd survive. I wanted it to be a permanent injury and hurt like clucking hell. But I knew that everything would change from then on.
That something was gonna break between us?
Yeah. And that I was never gonna be the same either. With that shot, I also gunned down who I was, you know?
It really did hurt like hell.
I know.
I almost bled to death.
Almost was the goal. Well, what hurt me wasn't what you did. I mean, of course it did.
Wait, why
Was you not trusting
why
me?
are they both talking?
That you didn't believe me.
Not until you pulled the trigger. At that moment, I knew you were right. Ah, cluck.
Yeah. Cluck.
Just a bunch of chicken.
Right, enough sentimental crap. We have an insane rat waiting to be put behind bars, and a woman you gotta get.
What?
Come on, Sonny. Even a blind bat can see it.
Oh, well. Cluck again.
Yep.
Ooh, achievement unlocked. Shadows from the Past 2. I guess we find out what happened. I still don't feel like I know what the fuck happened that night. Marty! Out your partner, most likely the bottom of a river Thames. But only playing stupid for a long time to see how mighty it falls down. Yeah. Still not 100% sure what the fuck the case was they were doing. Guys, how do we leave?
You didn't have the chance to tell me what happened to your brother.
You had a
He
brother?
left Clawville, and I haven't talked to him since.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But I received an unexpected letter 2 weeks ago from the Sura province. Someone dropped it off at my door.
Was it him?
He wrote the letter, that's for sure. I could smell the jungle when I opened it. But whether he was the one who delivered it, I don't know.
Have you tried to find him?
He'll find me if he wants to, Sonny. I know he's not guilty, and that's enough.
But he's still wanted in Clawville, right?
Yeah,
Well, I'm sorry for playing a part in all of this.
I know, Sonny. The past is the past.
Oh, he
truly
tried to
changed,
arrest his
Marty.
brother. That's why
You
he
tried
got
to
shot.
hide it, but you've
Maybe.
changed.
I think.
Thanks, boss.
Just, don't call me boss, okay? We're partners.
Oh, now you have a problem with it. The whole fucking game goes by. Now you care.
I've also forgiven you, you know?
I don't remember asking for it.
I'm not mad anymore.
Blow me, Sonny. You always have to have the last word?
Yes.
Of course not.
He says, getting the last word.
I've also forgiven...
Yeah, what am I supposed to be doing? Clues. Neat. Meat substitutes. Okay.
What was the last book you...
Something by Herringway, if I remember correctly.
Wow, really?
No.
Oh.
Weekend House. No. Hot Dog. Little Newsstand. Bubbles Place. What am I supposed to... Supposed to call someone? Supposed to call Lewis, maybe? I don't know. We always call Lewis. Let's... Lewis, what is your number? 932. Okie dokie. I don't know why I'm calling Lewis. I forget how to activate the last fucking level. Lewis is not gonna help.
I'm pretty, am I?
I simply can't take my eyes off you.
You're so pretty.
Good.
Fucking sassy little bastard.
I'm pretty.
Alright,
Abandon hope, all you.
Very.
Funny, because it's true.
yeah.
Hey, Lewis. You weren't awake all night because of us, were you?
Yeah, maybe a little
I've
bit.
never been this excited, Sonny. Seriously, it is a great honor to be part of the team. What is it?
You, Lewis, you don't stutter anymore.
Oh, shit!
Just now, you didn't stutter. Not even a little.
Oh, I must be exhausted. It happens sometimes.
And
Are you
it's
saying you put effort into the stutter?
So, thanks again, Lewis. You always get us out of trouble.
Come on, boys. Don't even mention it. It is me who is grateful to be a part of an adventure of the chicken police.
Fanboy.
Maybe
You're an adorable little
the last one,
fanboy.
too.
hey, son.
You're an adorable little fan.
Moody's so cute.
He's adorable.
Nothing.
What in fluffy ears? Well, it just cut out. Oh boy. Oh yeah, we had to look at this one. This is
Do
fucked
you
up.
remember that case with the goat?
Yeah, the goat.
Which one?
Yeah.
When that demented wolf devoured the kids of a young goat mother, and in revenge, she cut open his stomach and filled it with rocks.
Do I remember? I'll never forget it. Hell, that was a slaughterhouse. As far as I know, she even took the remains of the kids with her. But how did that come to mind?
This was that shop. The goat mother was running it. They found the dead wolf in here.
This one exactly? Good gods.
Yeah, before it was closed down, when there was still some life here. Not even that now, just the void.
Yeah. Spooky place, that's for sure.
Still, I love to live here.
You're a freak.
Sonny, you're creepy.
Yeah. I love how often I just line up perfectly with the characters. I also love how they just fucking classic fairy tales are cases in this world, and they're so fucked up.
Eesh. Just looking at the window gives me the creeps.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. The shop used to be open for a while, even after the incident. One of the goat's relatives was running it until someone from the dead wolf's family tried to burn it down.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
Hilarious.
Eesh. Just
Absolutely hilarious. Alright.
I see we're ready.
You'll need a shotgun
Bertha.
for this kind of deal, Marty. Maybe even that won't be enough.
Nothing to fear while Bertha's here. Even less because you're here too with Mr. Sinclair, of course.
Should I cry?
That would be nice for a change.
All of these bastards.
If our theory's correct, this photo will hurt more than a bullet.
That's the
Don't think you
plan.
can load it into a shotgun, though. I mean, you could, but
Do you think that'll be enough?
Enough evidence.
I've seen
Not
enough
in the
weird shit
slightest.
loaded into a shotgun.
That's
A
why we
picture
go
wouldn't even surprise me.
unannounced.
And with big guns.
Exactly.
I like this new Sonny.
There is no new Sonny. Just the old ones had enough.
Swear to God, that shotgun's magic.
You think you'll need your fake badge?
What is he?
I never needed a badge, Marty.
Where did he even get
What
a
a
fake
punchline.
badge?
It's more like a kind of good luck charm. It reminds me of who I should be.
And? Does it work?
No, Marty.
No.
Not really.
It's complete shit.
If we survive this, can we crack this open?
I'd rather keep it for a really special occasion.
Surviving's not special.
You're saying I'm not special enough?
I was
Oh, no.
joking. If we survive this, we'll drink it to the last drop.
Now you're talking.
Like, I want to know though, why did we take our guns out of our pockets and put them in the trunk? Like we've been carrying them with us all day.
It's a little outdated, but I understand why you're so attached to it.
It can
big
pierce
ass
the skin of a
revolver is
rhino,
just.
Marty, and the rust brings back memories. I'm a man of bad habits.
You know, sometimes I feel like I'm one of your bad habits.
Yeah.
Rest assured, Marty, you are.
Again, agreeing with the characters. Big Bertha the Second. But yeah, it's just something just really intimidating about a big fuck-off revolver.
Ah, Her Majesty Bertha II.
My drumstick still hurts every time I see her.
Be glad you're alive. Bertha rarely leaves witnesses.
Why are you pointing that at me?
Ah,
Car trunk?
I just realized. Ibn at the Tsar Club.
Yes, Marty. Albert's been Ibn for a long time now. Do you remember what Natasha said about him?
That he's been acting strange recently?
He's like a different person.
Like, he's not himself anymore.
Man, all those
Was
fucking
almost
hints
hitting
through
us
the
in
game.
Face, huh?
Don't blame yourself, Marty. We couldn't have figured that out.
Going through it a second time and say, oh my god!
The whole story's too twisted for that.
Well, it's how we make our living, Sonny.
They were holding
I'm
the
sure we'll
freaking
have
solution in
plenty
front of
more
our faces
twisted
the
cases to
whole
come.
time.
Who knows, Marty? It's not up to us. It's mostly not up to us, in fact.
Waving
Yeah,
around in our
right.
face, teasing us with it.
Do you think the asylum was in on it? I mean, covering up Albert's disappearance?
You know that reptiles give me the creeps. One of them even set fire to that ship. But oddly enough, the doctor seemed honest to me.
He seemed like a patient to me. Seriously, I thought everyone was crazy in that place.
Oh, even the giraffe.
Whoever fights monsters should see to it that in the process, he doesn't become a monster.
Are you still talking about the doctor?
Good question.
I feel like Sonny's already gone through the whole become the monster thing, and that's when Marty shot him. I think we've already passed that hill.
So, what's the plan? We shove the letter and our theory in his face and see what happens?
Something like that, Marty.
That's a terrible
I
plan.
think our presence will be enough for the truth to come out.
I really hope you're right, Boss Bird.
We have no other choice. So I hope so too.
Do you think it's a love triangle? I mean, could Natasha love Albert as well?
Good question, Marty. But I don't think so. When I first spoke to Natasha, she told me she loved Ibn in her own way.
In her own way, huh?
Yeah, whatever that
Could
means.
she love two rats in her own way?
Maybe.
Fuck if I know.
Maybe she even suspected the truth, but didn't dare admit it, even to herself.
Indeed.
So, what do you think?
There, now we unlock the location.
I don't know,
Okay, we had to
Marty,
ask
but I
Smarty
believe
questions.
Natasha didn't mean to be
I thought
bad.
it was the car too.
Not intentionally, at least.
I'm not as sure of that as you are, boss. But
I thought it was either
we'll
the car or
find that out
Lewis.
pretty soon, I guess.
I think Natasha was very much aware that wherever she goes, disaster follows her. But it's not her fault, and she can't do anything about it. There are people like that.
Really? You don't say. Someone remarkably similar came to mind right now.
You mean me, right?
Who can even read minds?
Maybe you're right, Marty. Maybe you're right.
He's a psychic.
Okay, so when you feel we can leave, just point to the place on the map and we'll be off.
Thanks,
But
partner.
that was
I'll do
almost
that.
fourth wall breaking. That was almost fourth wall breaking. Alright, you guys ready? This is the big one. I'm actually going to wait for you guys to answer the questions. So I hope you're ready.
The sun was shining, and all the ducks were in a row. I felt ready. The pieces of the grand puzzle were laid out on the table. I just needed to piece them all together.
You think ducks really stand in a row?
A glance or a careless word, and I'd have the answer. I knew we were in the right place. I knew it was nearly over.
Oh dear.
Was Natasha really just a victim? Or did she know everything? Was she controlling the puppets from behind the curtain? Well, if you don't know where to go, go straight ahead. What could possibly go wrong?
Well, gee, we're going to a mobster's fucking home base full of goons and guns. Nothing could possibly go wrong with this plan. But I love this game. Like, even after you know what
Here I
happened.
am, Natasha. I hope you're waiting for me.
Oh, short and sweet. But even if you know what happened and you know the answer to the thing, like you get to the end of the game and you're still not 100% sure if you got it right. Like something feels just off enough to make you think there might be something deeper going on here.
Furry gods. I knew he was rich, but wow.
Yeah, it's a fucking
Half
castle.
the city is in his hands, Marty. And half the Council of 12.
Hey!
I think we'll catch a big fish today.
Don't count your chickens. I'm sure Wessler's
You are
expecting
chickens.
us. And Natasha, too, I hope.
You hope?
If I'm right, she could be our only chance of survival.
Lovely prospects, huh?
I've had worse.
Really?
Hello, Sebastian. I hope you had a nice rest. This is not the same car that was in front of that fucking thing. I really want to know who that super fancy car belonged to. Because if it didn't belong to him, who the fuck was it? Entrance.
Quite the steed, isn't it?
Seems nowadays organized crime pays well in Clawville.
At least you made it
Are you
for the
surprised? The chicken
final
police
confrontation.
Well, they say the team's back together again.
Nah, that's impossible.
Oh, yeah.
No
It's
way. No way.
What the hell is it? Water tower? Turret? A frickin' lighthouse?
I think it's a monument to an enormous ego, Marty.
Well, anyone who builds a tower this big must be trying to compensate for something.
I mean, I was about to
he
make the
just
joke,
has
but I
too
figured
much
you'd do it for
dough.
me. All right, let's get in there.
Hey, not so fast, chickens.
I forgot they make him growl.
He didn't mean to be rude, it's just his terrible habits, as you may already know.
Oh, my New Year's was okay. I had fun. I mean, they could have very easily used a bobcat sound. Like, they exist. There's recordings of bobcats. No, Gabriel, go over there and growl into the microphone.
Ah, look what the cat dragged in.
Funny, I don't recognize them.
Well, maybe if they had some guns with them? Tommy guns?
Oh, yeah. Now I remember. The two suckers in the luxury van you shot to pieces. Twice.
Exactly.
Yeah, not very good hitmen, are they?
What are you doing here, chickens? Would you like us to finish what we started?
You get him, Gabriel.
To have fun with you boys, but we need to talk to your boss. And while we're at it, the lady of the house is also expecting us.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so horny.
In that case, I guess there's no reason for us to waste your precious time. Isn't that right, Gabriel?
Get the hell out of our sight while there are still feathers on your skin, chickens.
Easy, pal. We're not even here anymore. Until next time, boys.
You know, I never really thought about it. I guess we never did get this guy's name, did we? He's just the bouncer. Also, that's a crazy way to trim a tree. That's ridiculous. In we go.
This must lead to Wessler and Natasha's.
The rat's den. I'd
Let's
say
get
lion's
the
den,
big
but
guns
no
out
lions
and
live
kick
here.
the door down.
No need for that, Marty. We'll wait until they invite us in, like real gentlemen. Then maybe we'll need the guns. But I hope it won't come to that.
Why did the goons search
Your
us?
fingers itching, Sonny. Someone's gotta pay.
Uh-oh.
Relax, Marty. Someone is gonna pay. Tonight.
Yeah.
Marty with his damn
Just
magic
don't let it
shotgun.
be us.
Hello, Boyd.
It's like the vegetation's trying to suffocate these beautiful walls.
I don't know how you
Maybe
get
it
Ivy
will.
inside the
Maybe in
house.
100 years, nothing will be here but plants. An endless, planet-sized jungle.
That's quite a dark thought.
I kind of like it.
It is.
I kind of like it. All right, we'll talk to the bird. Yeah, I don't know how the hell this happens inside. It's not like they're coming out of a pod or something. They're just in the walls. And the walls are cracking. Ugh.
Huh. I wasn't expecting to see Olivia here.
She's real close.
She works
to
here, doesn't
Whistler.
she?
But how much does she know?
Much more than me, I guess.
That wouldn't be hard.
I was gonna say that's a low bar.
Ah, what a pleasant surprise. Hello, Olivia. Sweetie.
Get lost.
Uh-oh.
What did you say, ma'am?
Turn around and get the hell out of here now. If you want to
Run,
make
you
it out with
fools.
feathers intact.
Come on, Olivia. Don't worry about us. We know what we're doing.
Martin,
Not you fools.
don't you get it?
Oh shit, she called him by name.
Out of here or you'll be in danger, and also her.
Do you mean Natasha? Please calm down, miss. We have to talk to Mr. Wessler and Miss Katsenko.
You really don't understand, do you?
Yeah, when the cold-hearted Raven lady's telling you to fuck off, you,
Understand, Olivia.
yeah, things are getting fucked.
So, what is it exactly that our guests don't understand?
I was
Busted.
trying to tell the detectives that Mr. Wessler's very tired and doesn't welcome guests this early. He gets rather irate if he's being disturbed at this hour.
I'm sure Mr. Featherland and Mr. McChicken can wait here while Ibn refreshes himself. I'll entertain them until then.
Thank you, Miss Katsenko.
Please.
Breathe a bit harder when you say her name,
I
dude.
thought we've already discussed this. Call me Natasha.
Please, Natasha, can we talk to you in private?
She never gave you
Martin.
permission.
It's all right, Olivia. These gentlemen are my friends.
Yes, Miss Katsenko. I tried to warn you.
She tried to warn us.
Olivia?
Is that a hippo? Weird.
You know, I had a dream before we came here. I saw Natasha with a bloody mouth and red claws.
And? What does that tell you?
That was actually a
I
pretty
don't know,
creepy dream.
Marty.
I remember that.
I admit it. I haven't been this on edge for a long time.
You're gonna eat your life.
I'm just angry. Truth is, I'm not entirely sure why.
Your sense of justice kicking in?
More like my sense of don't fuck with the chicken police.
That's a new one.
The truth is, Ibn isn't really in a good shape today, gentlemen. He's rather furious. Are you sure this can't wait?
You commissioned us, Natasha, and we barely escaped.
He's
with
mad
our
as Hitman or
bones
crap.
intact.
So you
He's
know who
made these
left
guys
the
shitty
threats.
hitmen.
Oh, we know much more than that, Natasha. We even know where you used to work. We talked to Madame Zavas.
Wild gods!
Why didn't you tell us?
Do you think it's easy for a woman to talk about such things, that she used to be an escort?
No, but it really would have
with
sped things
Molly.
up, to be honest.
So you know.
Yeah, I know, Natasha. I also know all of this was a trap.
Believe me, I tried to handle things the least painfully I could. You weren't even supposed to know.
A lot shouldn't have happened. Poor Deborah shouldn't have had to die.
Yeah, poor
Dear
Deborah.
sweet Deborah.
Cold, stiff Deborah.
Please don't say that.
A price worth paying.
Rotting corpsey Deborah.
You cannot think I had anything to do with that. You just cannot.
I still don't
don't
know why
know,
Deborah was
Natasha.
naked and didn't have any wounds
Please,
on her.
Sonny, tell me, what is going
That we
on?
can see.
You have to know, right?
Please.
I mean, she did
Excuse me
fucking
for
hire
making
you.
wait, detectives.
Uh-oh.
I'm having a rough morning after a long night.
Is that so? Our night was also kinda long.
To put it mildly.
I was just telling the gentleman that you were exhausted, my dear, and they should come back another time. I'll escort them out.
Oh, honey, no need for that. My door's always open to the legendary chicken police. Please, come on in, guys. Let's talk in my room.
Then this way.
Here it comes.
You just stay here, my darling. I'm sure our conversation will bore you to death. Please, go and refresh yourself or tell Olivia to go make some coffee.
Yes, dear. Whatever you like.
Please, follow me, gents.
Lead on, Wessler. So long, sweetheart.
Goodbye.
Where are we going? Walls.
There she is, the femme fatale.
Yeah, our fate's in her hands.
And what lovely hands they are, huh?
With sharp claws, Marty.
Oh, there it is.
Do you keep a revolver in your bedroom?
We should hide that.
Yeah, a bad habit. One who has a lot to lose has a lot to fear.
I agree.
Yeah, would you like a drink? This is a rather rare brandy. It lifts the spirits, if I may be so, poetic.
Really? Tempting, but I need to keep a clear head, Mr. Wessler.
Yeah, I've heard you don't despise a good vintage.
And I've heard you don't despise murder, Wessler. By the way, you've heard right. But everything has its place and time. Drinks, guns, dead bodies, and the truth.
Yeah, I see you're in a poetic mood as well.
More like prophetic.
And that's not a good sign.
Yeah, are you trying to intimidate me?
Is it
No,
working?
that's not how we do business. We're gentlemen.
Is that why Marty has a magic shotgun? Okay. I don't know if we got all the books or not.
Impressive.
Sure is better than a cell.
That's right, Marty.
I'm not sure I understand, gentlemen.
We'll see about that.
Yeah, the only book I'm not sure I got was the one in the cell at the insane asylum. Yep, there it is.
This painting.
The corner's missing.
And rather provocative. Almost makes my comb stand up.
Oh my.
I'm not surprised.
But the corner is missing.
You're right, Sonny. You're quite the observer.
Well, yeah, this painting's unfortunately damaged. I don't know where the missing piece could be.
You don't know.
No,
Well, if you're interested, we
what
know
the
exactly
painting
where it
corner
is.
Really?
did, really.
Really. It's here with us.
An insignificant little piece, isn't it? But there's an exciting cat scratch on it.
More like a rat scratch, because it's a monogram.
A.W.
That's...
Albert Wessler. He's a great painter. I don't know if you've heard of him.
Enough. Out with it already. What are you trying to say?
I love looking around the
no
room
time
before
for
we
your
question it.
childish
It's just
charades.
to piss him off.
Easy, Wessler. We'll get to that in a bit.
Just to piss him off.
It's unbelievable how much trouble one single painting can make.
Yeah, I don't know what you mean, detective.
I'll make it clear for you soon enough. Be patient, Mr. Wessler.
Even my patience has its limits, you know.
That's so.
I'm not surprised painting it drove Albert crazy.
Yeah, I can kind of understand you. Yeah, okay, I think we've looked at everything. I don't see the book anywhere. It's not that chandelier, is it? Yeah, it's supposed to be, I think, right there. Or there. Or on the nightstand. I don't remember.
So, what do you want to know? I've heard you've been
We
through
want to
a rather
know.
eventful few days.
Oh, you have rather good informants.
Yeah, that's true. I should tell you, I see and hear everything that happens in the city. And you are exceptionally resilient. No offense.
None taken. But tell me, are we going to flatter each other for a long time, or are we finally done with the courting?
Straight to the point. I like it. Yeah, so let's continue like that, shall we? What do you want? How dare you intrude upon me in my own house?
You invited us up
Forgive
here.
us. Our moral compass has been confused a little bit after someone tried to kill us several times in the last 48 hours. With fire, with machine guns. I could go on.
Could you?
And while we're at it, you could
There was
answer some of
fire
our
and then
questions.
machine guns twice.
If you've nothing to hide, you have nothing to fear.
And then we'll just leave you alone.
All right? I'll go along with your childish little game. I would have had a long and tedious day ahead of me anyway. So, can we start?
With pleasure, Mr. Wessler.
All right, here we go. Ask the questions. Very
I have
good.
no idea.
After
what
these,
she
we'll get
sees
to the
in you,
real questions.
But Natasha's been seriously worried about you.
Yeah, she, really worries more than usual, but it's understandable. Those disgusting messages.
Disgusting, all right. Do you know why that word exactly? Why did they write that specific word everywhere?
Since you've been to the Nile, I guess you know the answer to your question.
Didn't it bother you, Wessler? What Natasha used to do? Surely it must have upset you.
Why? Did it upset you when you discovered your wife did the same thing?
Ooh, low
What
bro.
did you just say?
What did you think, chicken? That I didn't know? Yeah, don't make me laugh. I know about everyone who ever set foot in that place. I can even tell you who Molly's regulars were, if you're interested.
You son of a bitch.
Sonny, don't.
Yes,
He's
Detective?
about to shit himself.
Not yet.
You're right, Marty. It's not worth
He's
it.
gonna shit himself out of rage.
Funny, you know that?
About the painting.
Yeah. My brother Albert made it. He's a great talent, but, still, he's a rather troubled individual.
Such self-criticism.
What did you say?
What?
My partner means that you and your brother are very much alike. Identical twins, if I'm not mistaken.
Indeed. But, what does that have to do with the painting?
We'll get to that. Don't worry, Mr. Wessler. So Albert made the painting at your request, is that right? And the one that's in Natasha's room in the Tsar, too.
Yeah, exactly. Is that a crime?
No, it's not a crime in itself. This picture, it's rather strange, you know?
Why do you think so? It's just me, Natasha, and my brother.
The photo doesn't tell much in itself, yes. But if you already have the right information, suddenly it starts to talk.
Really?
He fell in love with her, didn't he?
Who'd you mean?
Albert, of course. He fell in love with Natasha. All those sessions while he was painting the picture.
Yeah, we're starting to
Were you there every time?
You mean, me?
You.
You.
No. I mean, while Albert was painting, yeah, but I wasn't there all the time. Albert was there, all along.
Oh, yeah?
And do you think he could have fallen in love with Natasha? That's why he escaped? What do you think happened to him? Who tore out his tongue?
Eh, I have no idea.
Did Natasha know about what happened to your brother?
No, of course not.
Do you love beautiful things, Wessler?
Why do you ask that? Yeah, of course.
You were afraid
really
of
fucking
losing
throwing
her,
him, isn't he?
weren't you? To him.
Stop. Enough. If you want to ask something, ask clearly. Don't play with me. You understand?
We're just doing
I
our
really
job.
think someone should be standing between him and that fucking gun on the dresser.
Yeah, I'm really starting to lose my patience.
Just saying. There is a gun right over there.
We visited Albert's cell and found something he seems to have forgotten to take with him in his great hurry.
That's a big mistake.
A classic, even.
What the hell are you babbling about?
This is Albert Wessler's love letter to Natasha,
More like a confession.
in which he tells her he's capable of doing anything for her, even the most horrible things.
Yeah.
And then he rambles a little crazily for a bit. You know,
Albert is mad.
he's insane.
He's not normal.
Not normal.
No one would believe his word. Don't you understand?
But they believe you,
Looney bin.
right? Because you're not Albert Wessler. You're Hobart Ibn Wessler, aren't you? How good it feels to be in his skin.
How dare you?
Just tell him, Sonny. I'm getting tired of this.
You're just a cheap fake, Albert. You couldn't follow in your brother's footsteps even if you wanted to. No matter how hard you tried, you couldn't get Natasha either. Am I right?
What? What did you just say?
She
The music
hates you,
kicked up
doesn't
right at
she?
the perfect time,
She
didn't it?
doesn't know. She doesn't understand why, but she hates you. It's instinctive.
Yeah, what do you know? What could you possibly know about suffering and loneliness and the darkness? What could you know about hate, huh?
I mean, my partner did shoot me. Just saying. Alright, it's time for the questions. Everybody's got a gun!
Albert is an imposter.
And he's gone. Alright.
He's not who he says he is, and might not even know who he really is. I have to concentrate on this first, to soften him up, and to avoid us being shot in the gizzard, of course.
I wonder if we can actually get shot. Oh, that's very bad. Oh, we're starting off super low. What do you think, Albert? How long did you think
What were
you
you
keep it up?
thinking, Albert? How long did you think you could keep it up?
Until the end of my life, if needs.
He just fucking admitted it right there.
Nothing except for her to love me. Not for who Ibn was, but for who I am.
Why did you think that would happen? Everybody noticed the change.
Yeah, I knew it would be hard, Santino. But I also knew animals see what they want to see. I didn't have to behave like Ibn. They only had to believe I'm him.
Plus 10. Oh. Imposter. Manipulator. Everybody's an imposter. He's not who he says. I don't even know who really he already said this. You wanted to wrap everything around your dirty little fingers, didn't you? When did you decide to take your brother's place? And, What's the problem with this game? Like, they're both really good questions. But which one is right? Good question does not necessarily mean right in this game. And are we going to try to get him shot? Or are we going to try to do a good job? These are the questions for you. I love the background music in this. It fits the game so perfectly. Even with a gun pointed at us. Fucking Sonny's still just so smooth. And again, that revolver probably looks pretty tame compared to the shotgun. To be fair. One you say. Alrighty then.
You wanted to wrap everyone around your dirty little fingers, didn't you?
I couldn't involve anyone. You have to understand.
Dirty little fingers.
No one besides myself, of course.
So
Filthy
you
little
included
rat
yourself
fingers.
in the plan. And did you agree with you?
Do you think it's funny, Santino? The position I'm in? Do you think I did it for power?
You wanted to rule over something, didn't you? Especially over Natasha.
I wanted to rule my fate. My actions, my will, myself. And yeah, then over everyone else who ever did me wrong, or who I once loved.
Such selflessness.
Selflessness? Don't make fun of yourself, Sonny. Selflessness is the refuge of the weak and cowardly. Tell me, did you act out of selflessness when you decided to involve your partner in all this?
No, Mr. Wessler, but it's not about me.
I mean, to be fair, he does seem to enjoy it.
You two are just hypocrites, pathetic statues. But under your stone skids,
Marty
you're
does
nothing
seem to
but
enjoy
rotting
the bullshit.
corpses.
Have you ever thought that maybe you should have become a psychologist?
Yeah, you won't be laughing for long, Santino. I guarantee it.
-5. Did you enjoy tearing out your own brother's tongue? How did it feel? Oh boy. Still the same as last time. Why did you have to mutilate Ibn? Why didn't you just kill him immediately? That is an excellent question. Probably to make it seem like... Yeah, if we take him back, then it couldn't have been us who killed him. Did you ever believe that you were Ibn Wessler? Does it make you happy to control others, Albert? Ooh. Counting down from the top, 1 to 4. I don't know. Are you trying to piss him off? Did you enjoy tearing out your brother's tongue? How did it feel? That's a fucked up question. That's a fucked up thing you did. Tearing out your own brother's tongue over this bullshit? Yeah, that's what I was like. 1 or 2 sound really interesting.
Why did you have to mutilate Ibn? Why didn't you just kill him immediately?
That's an interesting question, you see, but the answer is exceptionally simple. No matter how strange it is for you to understand, I loved my brother.
That's why I
Weird
mutilated
way
him.
of showing you love, Albert.
You can't understand that. He was my everything, the only one who was close to me. Until I met Natasha.
She took
Placed
your
him.
brother's place pretty quickly, didn't she? There's not much room in your heart, as I see it.
Yeah, you're understanding the situation, detective, but you know, very well it's not that simple. Ibn was my brother. I loved him despite all of his flaws and foul, petty lies. And that's why I couldn't kill him.
Not immediately, you mean?
Unfortunately, tearing out his tongue wasn't enough. Yeah, I must admit I've underestimated him.
And poking out his eye?
Oh, that was just an accident, Mr. Featherland.
Just an accident? You're a dirty, clucking son of a vermin, Albert.
Please, don't be vulgar, Sonny. It's too
that's our
dangerous
vermin.
in your current situation, and doesn't even suit you.
-10. Does it make you happy to control others, Albert? Well, that's from the last one. Do you feel happy you're 2 people at the same time, even now? Did you enjoy tearing out your brother's tongue? How did it feel? Well, that's the same one again. Only 2 is different. But I did kind of want to do that one last time, too. I don't know. 1 to 3, what do you think? Again, starting at the top. So, 1, 2, 3. Imposter, manipulator, he's cruel. His little portrait on my clipboard looks like fucking Splinter from TMNT. Just a little bit. Well, to be fair, they're both rats. It's... The rat's gonna look like a rat. I mean, not a lot you can do about that one. I am curious about that too.
Did you enjoy tearing out your own brother's tongue?
I'm
How did
also
it
very
feel?
curious if he will shoot us.
Yeah, you think you know everything, don't you? You know nothing. It was the sacrifice of a lifetime. But most are too cowardly to act when the time comes.
On the contrary, it's a cowardly act. Is that why you hate yourself so much, Albert?
Don't call me that, you hear?
I can't help it. That's your name.
Albert Whistler's dead, Mr. Featherland.
All right, Albert. Ooh, very close. What would you done if Natasha found out? Kill her too? What would you think you could deceive Natasha? I feel like I did one in my playthrough. I was honestly curious. We're very close. Also, if we get him down to, like, max angry, if it crashes like it did when we did that on the first fucking interview, I'm going to be very upset. Well, not very upset. I will be disappointed. I will be very disappointed. I just want to piss him off. There's only probably got like 10 points left till that thing is all the way down. I don't remember which one got him angry either. I mean, I guess if we wanted, we could go back and look at the episode. It would take time. Yeah, I'll do 2 then.
What made you think you could deceive Natasha?
Because Natasha loved Ibn, in her own unique way. Yeah, and if there's anything that can blind an animal, it's love and hate. Everything revolves around these 2 things, Mr. Featherland.
Is everything black and white to you?
I mean, isn't it for you? This is a noir
That's
film.
exactly what I'm talking about. Everything's gray in this world. Only 2 things have color.
Love and hate?
I see you understand now, Sonny. Yeah, we're not that different, you and I.
Albert, you're everything I'm not, and I'm everything you're not, believe me.
Yeah, if that makes it easier for you, Detective.
Oh, we got plus 10.
That was your plan. Take his place and live happily ever after.
Why? Isn't it good enough of a
I
plan,
like that
Mr.
the
Fiddler?
gun is vibrating in
It
his
was
hand.
perfect, even in its imperfection.
Which
Yeah, oh, I'm
is-
on the fucking edge.
Ibn's ghost.
His
What?
His what?
Please don't take it literally, Mr. Chicken. I'm not talking about spirits. When Ibn died, I didn't just take his place, but also his role. He himself, his essence, if you will. Yeah, though I guess that's too much for you to understand.
So you mean Ibn's here with us even now?
He was here all along. Don't you get it? I am Hobart Ibn Wessler.
I must get serious, because looking at the gun in Wessler's trembling hand, I'm afraid I don't have much time. Albert is a cruel psychopath, but maybe I can turn that cruelty against him.
Plus 20. And they really don't want us to fail this. But I'm super glad they didn't make like ghosts an actual thing in this. They very easily could with just that one line.
When was the moment you decided to kill him, Albert?
When I drew the last stroke on that fatal painting, Mr. Featherland. When I glanced at it for the last time, and then at Natasha, who was shivering under the weight of my gaze.
You simply fell in love with her? End of story?
Not in the slightest, Mr. Featherland. Love is, just chemistry. What I felt was more than that.
Everybody thinks that, Albert. But we all feel the same. We're just fools.
Foolish
No,
fools.
Mr. Featherland. Not at all. At that moment, I knew what I was gonna do. I knew that the world was coming to an end if I didn't do it. It implodes on itself and ceases to exist. I couldn't let that happen. I couldn't.
Let him have her, right?
You think that was a metaphor, or does he
wanted her for
they
yourself.
actually think the world was
I
going to
wanted
just
her for
implode?
ourselves, Sonny. I was him by then. He just didn't know it yet.
Another plus 10. Yeah, they're trying to keep us alive. You enjoyed leading everyone by the nose, didn't you? Do you think you can explain everything with your insanity? You're just a cheap copy, you know that, right? That'd probably piss him off. What did you do that made Ibn get you locked up? Oh, that, I actually would like to know that. I kind of like 4. I want to know what the hell he did. What do you guys think, though? Four, huh?
What did you do that made Ibn get you locked up?
It's a sharp turn, Detective.
It
Yeah, it
just
was.
came to me, you know? Where did it all start? Where did all the hate and jealousy come from?
Jealousy? What are you talking about?
I mean, you took over his life. You had to be at least a little bit
Alone.
jealous.
Locked up at the end of the world, while your brother is one of the most influential figures of Clawville, driving an expensive car, living in a mansion, with the city's most desirable woman in his bed. Why wouldn't you be jealous?
Got a point.
Yeah, Albert was jealous of Ibn. Maybe he still is. But I understand why he did it. Albert was beyond control and dangerous.
What does that
Talking
mean
about ourselves in the
exactly?
third person now.
Albert
Lovely.
did our mother wrong.
That's a good sign.
Poor old Mom. She never heard her fly. But Albert couldn't take that she was praising his brother all the time while Albert was just an unsuccessful, foolish, poor painter.
What did you do to her, Albert?
Albert
Painted
killed
her. Oh, no.
It looked like an accident, but Ibn knew it wasn't. That was the last straw. Albert had to be locked up, and he agreed. He never said no to his brother.
But he never forgot who did this to him either, did he?
Ibn was really good to him. Visited him every week. Did everything he could. Even introduced Natasha in the end.
And that was his downfall.
Yeah, should have
Both of
kept
them,
that one to
Sonny.
himself.
And yours, too.
He should have kept that one to himself. How was that a plus? That should have pissed him off like crazy. When you do decide that we, too, have to die. I mean, I'm assuming when he lit the boat on fire. Did you hate Ibn or yourself more? Oh. I kind of assumed as soon as we started poking around the brothel, he wanted us dead. If not at the club. It's a shame that cat can't shoot worth shit. I know, they're fucking both good, aren't they? I told you, this game is so hard in the weirdest way. Like, it's not hard to play it, but making the choices and the questions, like, if you're trying to do it good, it's so hard because you can kind of tell what the right answer might be. But then there's another question, it's like, wow, I really want to know what the fuck the answer is to that. Look at him vibrating. He's a twitchy little rat bastard, ain't he? Should I just pick one at random? Just keep mashing down. See what we end up on. Two it is.
Did you hate Ibn or yourself more, Albert?
Albert hated himself the most ever since he was born.
Ooh.
He idolized Ibn. But every time his brother stood
But he
before
wasn't
him,
jealous.
He saw what he could have been himself if he had enough strength. But he didn't. Albert had always been a coward, a pitiful nobody.
Yes, but not jealous.
Finally, there's no more Albert. And no more Ibn either. It's only me, and for both of them, I'm perfect.
Can it be that
if
the
you raise up.
fear is making you say these things, Albert?
Stop calling me that.
I have to call you something. What should I call you? What name should I use?
I don't know anymore. I
Ilbert?
don't.
I'm very close to
We just
breaking
combine
it.
the names?
But if I'm too hard on him, I could quickly be signing my death
Alvin?
warrant. It's time
Alvin.
to dig a little bit deeper.
This is the origin story for Alvin and the Chipmunks. No, that'd be fucking stupid. If you had a spine, you'd put that gun to your own head. Holy shit, dude. Natasha was kind to you. Right? Too kind. Thank God, I kind of want to do that first one. Jeez, that's... Like, even in this situation, like, telling someone to fucking off themselves, that's fucking hostile. That's a whole level of hostile right there. Yeah, boy, I didn't think there was a fucking contest there.
If you
One
still
I
had a
thought.
spine, you'd put that gun to your own head.
Yeah, you think I wouldn't dare do it? That I don't want to do it?
Yeah,
Every
no balls.
damn morning? Why do you think I keep a revolver in my nightstand? Because I'm afraid someone would shoot me? Yeah, there's only one I fear, and that's myself, Mr. Detective.
Well, you better take yourself
don't
out
see it
quick
that
before you
way,
do
Albert.
something.
You're afraid of everything. Even yourself, yes. But mostly of Natasha, of life, of the lie you've built. And yes, even me.
Also, I'm pretty sure my
Maybe
revolver's
so.
bigger.
Maybe I am afraid of you.
And even then,
because you
stop.
could
We got a
easily
shotgun.
ruin what I've built at the cost of lives with your ridiculous charade and your bumbling idiocy.
I actually think they
why don't you
did
pull
like
the
very
trigger
little
and
by
put an
pure
end to it,
idiotic
Albert?
luck.
Are you afraid to?
The chicken
You've been
police
a
are like
dead rooster
legitimate
for a
good at
long
this,
time,
this
Santino.
shit.
You just haven't realized yet that the bullet's already in your stomach and your blood's already gone cold on the floor.
So dramatic.
Think I would have noticed that. -10. Ooh, we pissed him off with that one. Maybe it's not too late, Albert. Tell her the truth and end this? Okay.
Maybe it's not too late, Albert. Tell her the truth and end this.
Like, I already know how this ends, and I'm still
can't
fucking, like, on
understand
edge.
this. She can't either. I killed Ibn, but he also killed me, can't you see? We're nothing without each other.
You can't be two people at the same time, Albert. Nobody can bear the weight of the sins of two souls.
Ooh, the sins of two souls.
Ibn was crazy about her. I've been crazy for a long time. Ibn idolized her, and I hated her.
Don't add crazy.
And if there's anything more blind, more devoted, more extreme, and more true than love, it could only be hate, Mr. Featherland. It's an endlessly exciting, thrilling, and warm feeling. And infinitely red. Just like love.
You know you're not going to be able to go through with it, right? That you
If
won't
you're
be
already
able to
crazy, why
carry
would
the
adding more
weight.
crazy help?
But you still did it. Why?
Yeah, if I didn't kill him and become one with him, Albert would have died, Mr. Featherland.
And the threats? Which one of you was that? Albert or Ibn? Who wrote them? And which one of you killed Deborah?
It was
In my world,
personality.
Ibn and I are inseparable.
Timmy!
Just like love and hate are one and the same. And I hate Natasha so much that I could destroy myself along with her, just so she would die with me. Are you familiar with this feeling, Mr. Featherland?
More than life itself.
You okay?
See? We're not so different after all.
You and I have nothing in common, Wessler. You know why?
I'm so glad he immediately shoots down that
Because if I
we're
were
not
in
so
your
different
shoes,
speech.
I would have pulled the trigger a long time ago.
Goodbye.
That's true.
honey.
So long, Albert.
Shoot him, Marty! Oh, 25%. I mean, we tried to get shot. We definitely tried. I thought my detective skills have seen better days. It's a miracle they didn't kick me out of the force. Yeah, no shit. Albert is Ibn Wilson himself. The madman took his brother's place. Yeah, we know that before we came here. Twitch, twitch, twitchy, twitch, twitch. And his fancy monogrammed robe. A steely gaze. Oh! Oh, his arms disappeared. No, there they go. Yeah, might actually have had a lot to do with it. You might have a point.
So, you heard everything.
Of course she did.
Heard everything.
I guarantee she was
sorry
at
I
that
had to
door with her
find
ear
out
pressed
like
against
this.
it.
And thank you. If it weren't for you,
Yes, both of you would be dead, I know. But believe me, I still thought
Corpse.
carefully before firing.
About who to target.
Maybe a little bit.
I truly loved Ibn.
But this man wasn't him.
No.
You felt it, didn't you?
Maybe I
It was
even
his
knew
Looney
it.
Tune of a brother.
No, but I still can't believe it.
It won't be easy to process for any of us.
I'm sorry I dragged you into this. And regarding Molly,
Yeah. Why are you talking siren sounds?
but how? How did they
His
know?
beak was moving.
I have no idea, Marty.
do not look at me. I did not call them.
Olivia?
Don't worry, Natasha. They won't lay a finger on you. I promise.
Please, Sonny. You don't need to worry about me.
I don't want to be rude, Sonny, but I'm more worried about us than her.
Why? We didn't shoot him. We're gonna get
Hello,
fired.
boss.
Hello, boys.
Hello,
Now,
boys.
before you say anything, we can explain.
No need for that, Santino. Monica already told me everything.
Monica.
Hey, boys.
She always knows
What were
everything.
you thinking? That I would just let you get killed without saying goodbye?
Maybe.
Come on. Should we say we owe you one?
Oh, her so many shoes.
Shoes are my weakness.
Hey, mine too.
The fuck?
All that's furry.
Oh yeah, he's got a foot fetish. I forgot.
And boys,
Yes, boss.
don't believe you'll get away with it so easily. I want a report on my desk from both of you with all the details. Am I clear?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. It'll all make sense, believe us. Right after I figure out myself what the hell just happened.
What Marty's trying to tell you is that we had good reason to investigate outside the law, but we're sorry.
What happened to you, Sonny? You're sorry? Did you hit your head?
Did I?
Why does everybody keep asking that?
Why indeed?
So can we go now, boss? Without getting handcuffed?
Don't give me ideas, Santino.
Oh, the chief is a kinky
Thanks,
bitch,
boss.
too. Alright. Was it you? I don't know if anybody called the fucking police, man. Monica might have just figured it all out on her own. She's fucking brilliant.
How the hell did you find your way here, Tim? Always where the trouble is.
Sometimes I think you're the criminal mastermind behind all the dark dealings in this city.
Now, that would be a fun.
I wish.
I wish too, because then we could legally throw you in jail.
I love your sense of humor, Sonny.
I don't think he's
I wasn't
joking. Yeah.
joking.
So, where did you get the scoop?
Are you kidding me? The whole city's talking about you. You've left quite the mess behind.
That
Other than
I
the
admit.
boat on
It's a
fire, I really
miracle
don't
that
think
all
we
of
did
the
that much.
city's
Oh, yeah, we shot at the
smear sheet
streets.
Journalists aren't here already. Oh, while we're at it, will you give me an exclusive interview?
Clock off, Tim.
Hey!
You can quote him on that.
Just one quote, guys. They say you've taken down the whole Wessler Empire. They say...
I say you're full of shit, Tim, and you can quote me on that.
I didn't talk to... I thought talking to Natasha last time would end the game. It doesn't. Going over there ends it, kind of.
Thanks again, Mon. If not for you, those furheads would have put holes in us.
No wonder, since you put holes in their boss.
I didn't do it.
Actually, that wasn't us.
Yeah.
Then who was it?
Natasha.
Really? I wouldn't have thought it of her. It's a pleasant surprise.
It was for us,
Aren't
too.
the cops
believe
supposed to be
me.
preventing the people shooting each other? It's a pleasant surprise.
How did you know we were here?
She knows
I
everything.
always pay attention, Sonny. And because I know you like you are my own nestlings.
No, I love it when you say pretty little things like that.
Well, she's a
Don't
pretty
get
little
used to
bird.
it, Marty.
Buy her all the shoes.
So, what's your shoe size again, Mon?
Yeah, double check that.
35, Sonny. I like high heels. And because there's two of you, 2 pairs will do for a start.
I'm pretty sure we owe her
Anything for you,
basically an
darling.
entire wardrobe.
I don't want just anything, Marty.
Not just
I
from this
want
game, probably from
shoes.
shit before too.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, let's talk to Natasha this time. There she is. Look
What
at her.
happened to her now?
I don't know, Marty. I have no idea. So, what now? Where to next?
I think I should mourn, right?
You should.
But I don't know what to feel anymore, Sonny.
I understand, Natasha. You know, if you need anything,
Yes, I know where to find you.
see you around, sweetheart.
Ma'am?
Goodbye, detectives.
Yeah, I'm honestly really surprised we got away with calling her sweetheart this whole time. Like, in front of her quote-unquote boyfriend and all of his little minions and shit.
And what about you, Sonny?
I'll go home and sleep. Maybe for 3 days. I'll try to forget.
I'm sorry I dragged you.
We gotta go
into
drink
this.
that whiskey with
If
Marty,
there's
though.
anything I can do.
I'm not sorry,
promised him.
Natasha. It's better this way. We find out painful truths, but at least we see clearly now, don't we?
Yes, I think you're right. Thank you.
We thank you, Natasha. You saved our lives.
But it was also me who endangered you in the first place, right?
She has a
Well,
point.
I won't argue about that.
Yeah, it's call it evensies.
Thank you.
We
Alright. Hey, Blood Boil.
What? Are you waiting for me to change my mind?
no, sir.
Then stop pecking around here.
Yes, sir.
I just noticed one of the buttons on his vest isn't even done up. Look at that, the middle one.
Santino, you're doing that on purpose?
No,
Little
sir.
bit.
Never, sir.
Then get the fuck out of here.
Achievement unlocked. I pissed off Boyle.
Santino,
No, sir. Never, sir.
then get the fuck out of...
Eh. Alright, I got 2 achievements. I figured out what the hell happened, what made Marty shoot me, and I pissed off Boyle. Oh, hey, it's you.
You. What are you doing here?
I was just driving around. You know.
Why are you
Trying to
hiding by
feed
the
your
statue?
grandpa. So?
Everybody else
Was
is
it
out
a
on the
case?
driveway.
Were you, maybe investigating us?
What can I say, Sonny? Am I busted?
Did someone hire you to follow us?
I just had to keep an eye on you and not get involved. That's all. I admit there were a couple of crazy situations when it was
The
hard
Seagull
not to.
hired him.
But you managed
100%.
somehow, right?
A professional's a professional, my friend.
Yeah, thanks. So you won't tell us who hired you, whatever we do?
It was the Seagull.
Unfortunately, I can't, my friend.
Who else would have them
promise.
followed but not interviewed?
You and your promises.
Yeah.
Some people still take them seriously.
You're a real piece of guano. You know that?
Of course.
Why specifically
I've learned
bad
everything
shit?
from you old fart.
I think I asked that in the first playthrough too. Why specifically bad shit? But yeah, 100% the Seagull hired him so he could get his story.
I think I have an idea who hired you, Phil.
Yeah.
Stop it right there. I don't want to know who you think.
Oh, are you afraid your reaction would give you away?
Huh.
Yes.
You wish, pal.
Anyway, it's good to see you here, Hawkeye.
I'm glad you made it out alive. It didn't take you much.
Yeah, not much.
Yeah, honestly, I was just like, first time I played this game, I was really expecting a big shootout at the end.
Anyway, it's good to see you here.
I'm glad.
Alright, that's it. Rat Knight.
One of Wessler's ancestors, maybe.
I don't know.
Wessler's ancestors were poor cobblers. More likely, this represents what he thinks of himself.
I wonder how chivalry is compatible with organized crime.
Ibn was planning to leave the underworld.
Was he?
When his twin brother tore out his tongue, poked out his eye, killed him, and took his place.
Yeah.
I thought the leaving the underworld happened after the eye poking. I don't know. This reminds me of the Redwall series. I love that fucking book series. I love the Redwall series. Okay, let's, I guess, end it. Hey, Bosco, how you doing?
You're a good boy, Bosco. Nice
Good boy.
work.
He's a good boy.
Folks, somebody's gotta take care of the real police work while you're tearing up the city.
Sorry for the mess, Bosco, but
He's picking up the crumbs.
Yeah, unfortunately, I do.
How did you catch them? After the gunshot, I was sure these two would show up. They have a habit of doing that.
They were already in cuffs before then, Sonny. We had the house surrounded. If you could have hung on, maybe nobody would have died.
hey, a second longer and it would have been us.
That's your story?
Cluck you sideways, Bosco.
His pants button ain't done up. Everybody's fucked up their outfits.
Nice catch, Bosco. You can mount them on your wall as trophies.
Can you imagine if he actually fucking did that? Hey, kitty cat.
Gentlemen?
Gentlemen.
We're honestly
actually
very
growls.
sorry it had to end like this.
Yeah, this peacefully.
For myself, I'm glad, gentlemen. I would have sincerely regretted it if we had to shoot both of you, but unfortunately, that seemed to be the only solution to this rather nasty situation. Fortunately, it didn't turn out that way. Joyful.
Don't think we'll be behind bars for long, chickens. Whistler may be dead, but his empire still won't crumble.
I don't know, it was
look at
named
that,
after
he
the
can
guy.
talk.
In complex sentences, too.
Oh my.
Or something like that.
Amazing.
Yeah, if he gets out of jail, he's 100% coming after us.
I hope we'll meet again, gentlemen.
So do I, Shakespeare. And while you're sitting
Still
in
don't know
your
his
cell,
fucking name.
You could teach your famous manners to your friend, too.
Maybe I will, Mr. Featherland.
I certainly hope so, pal.
I was sure that would get us a growl. Hey, Olivia, how you doing?
Hey, Olivia.
Marty,
I just wanted to thank you
for what exactly?
for trying to save us.
I didn't do it only for you, believe me. I loved my job while I had it. Now my employer's dead, so I don't have a job anymore.
He was insane.
Didn't even think of that.
Of course you didn't.
Can I do anything to help?
I think I'll manage. I always do.
I mean, she seemed like she was really good at the secretary thing. You think Monica could use some help at the police station?
If there's anything at all,
Thank you, Martin. There's no need for that.
I'm glad you had fun. I think we're basically done.
Nice catch, but
Yeah.
So, here they are, ladies and gentlemen. The
End of the game.
Chicken Police, in the flesh.
Damn it, Tim. Drop it and cluck off.
He's got a
no,
camera.
boys. This time, you deserve it.
what the cluck did you say, boss?
Stand
Did someone
up
just have a
straight
stroke?
and try to look like someone who's glad to be alive.
Yes, sir, we'll try.
Ooh, attention Chicken Police, say cheese.
There's that shotgun again. Yeah, boy. Yeah, there are an awful lot of birds in that picture, huh? I don't know if I did. I think I only missed one in the first playthrough, and I don't actually remember if I picked up any in this playthrough. We'll see. Species were not included in this game. Oh, that's because all of these are dead. Like dead, like extinct dead. Mostly because during the development of this game, 2018 to 2020, all these species have been declared extinct. 100 times higher natural extinction rate. 1,000 times higher. Yeah, that's fucking nuts. I love the way they did the pictures in this game. Well, all the ones that went extinct while they were making it anyway. If they listed every animal that wasn't in this game, we'd still be on the list of animals. Because there are shitloads of animals. Yeah, I love the fucking behind the scenes, like those little movie posters. And there's Natasha without a cat head. I'm just gonna let the credits roll. They're not that long. And I love seeing behind the scenes stuff. Is that Sonny? That chicken on the left? It's also a good song. That isn't copyrighted, so. There's that one guy. Yeah. There's the brothel. This gun is for hire. This dun is for hire. Ha 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 ha. Horse joke. Lazy sports. Fucking sloth. Our best friends' pets. You know they're padding the credits when they're adding in their best friends' pets. Not even their pets, the friends' pets.
And it's dead.
Nordic Division, eh? The Wild Gentleman. Alright, let's see if we got the secret ending. I fucking hope so. This was this company's first game.
Natasha,
You were expecting me, weren't you?
I wouldn't say that, but I'm not surprised.
I just wanted to talk to you.
Oh my god, he's moving.
About what exactly?
You know very well.
What do you think, Natasha? Why didn't she tell me?
Because she loved you.
You would have 100% lost your shit.
If it wasn't for you, she may have never left the place. Perhaps she'd still be there.
Ah, sheep shit.
We used to dream about falling in love with
There's a playboy
who comes and saves us someday. A knight in shining armor. You know, like in the fairy tales.
And how did that work out for you?
Well, her knight got fucking killed and fed to bugs. So that's not very well.
I envy her.
I'm not that good guy, Natasha. But if it's any consolation, she could have found him. Maybe she's living with him right now, somewhere on the other side of the world.
Well, goodbye, Sonny.
So long, sweetheart. Hey, Natasha, you have a light? I've been trying to smoke this sorry-ass cig all day.
Again. It's so weird to see him actually move.
Maybe you don't really need it.
Maybe you're right. Maybe.
Did we get it? Nope, we missed a book somehow. I'll just tell you what the secret ending is. His fucking wife comes to the door and almost knocks on it. And I think she just leaves. It's not very long of a secret ending. It's a bit of a gut punch, but, you know, other than that. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed Chicken Police. I have no idea what book we missed because I looked in all the spots and we got every one I could find online, so I have no idea which one we missed. Who knows? Anyway, hope you guys had fun. I know I did. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Have fun. This might be one of my favorite main menu fucking music in any game. I love it. It's so nice. Thank you for joining me. Games are always more fun with people.